On this video, we'll be taking a look at the top 5 clubs you can rebuild in the English football pyramid right now in Football Manager 23. My first choice for these rebuilds is none other than Notts County, who are currently in the Vanarama National League. They've got a massive stadium of 20,000 almost capacity, which is very, very good at this level. They've got 4,200 season ticket holders, so you know there's going to get money in the bank. You can rebuild their finances and rebuild their squad. Speaking of their squad, they've probably got the best player in the National League in Macaulay Langstaff, who scores so many goals at this level. He will easily get you 40, 45 goals at this level, and he could be your number 9 all the way up to the Championship with these excellent stats, and he could really develop into being one of the key players for the team. Can you bring Notts County all the way back into the Football League and up the Football League ladder into the Premier League and dominate with one of England's oldest clubs? Up next, we have AFC Wimbledon, who were founded in the year 2002 after Wimbledon FC was taken over and renamed the MK Dons, which is an absolute travesty, in my opinion. But however, the AFC Wimbledon have built their way up from non-league and now currently sit in League Two. They are sponsored by Football Manager as well, so there's another reason to go out and manage them and look at their kits. They're absolutely beautiful. They've got a great stadium at this level, 9,000 capacity, 4,500 season ticket holders. The fan base there is really, really vocal, and they're very, very good supporters. Their squad is fairly decent as well for League Two level. They've got some great players in on loan. They've got a very good goalkeeper in Zanev, who always develops to be very, very good at this level. Casey McAteer from the start looks like one of your key players. Jaya Simi as well on loan from Charlton, absolutely class player at this level, very tricky winger. Almeida up front and Josh Davidson also used to play for Charlton, are very good players, and you can build a squad and a team. And can you take Wimbledon back to the Premier League where they belong? Speaking of Charlton, they are my next recommendation. They haven't been in the Premier League for 15 seasons. They've got an absolutely massive stadium at 27,000. They were in the Premier League for a long time, but haven't been back, like I said, for 15 years. Their fans are absolutely itching for them to come back to the Premier League. Can you be the man or woman that takes them back to the Premier League? They've got a very decent squad for this level. They've got some great players in Ashley Maynard Brewer, who is a very, very good young goalkeeper. Seen him play in real life a lot. Very, very good player. Got a lot of potential. They've also got a great academy down at Charlton, bringing through players like Joe Gomez and Carlin Grant in the past, just to name a couple. But this season, they've got Miles Leeburn, son of a Charlton legend, who's absolutely class for this level. He will be someone that you can definitely develop and sell on, or develop and become the mainstay striker for you. They've also got players like Corey Blackett-Taylor, very, very fast winger. George Dobson is the key man in the midfield. He's absolutely class. And with players like Matt Penny and Steven Sessegnon on loan, there's no reason why you shouldn't be pushing for playoffs and beyond in the first season. Another club who haven't been in the Premier League for a very long time are Coventry. They haven't been in the Premier League for 20 years now, but they do have an absolutely class third kit. Look at that. It's absolutely insane. It's beautiful. They've got a great stadium at 32,000, although they do have issues with the ownership of that stadium that we won't get into on this video. But they do have very, very loyal fans, 13,000 season ticket holders and growing. And they've got a decent squad for the Championship as well. Some of their players you could really develop and really push forward on this save. They've got great players on loan as well, like Jonathan Panzo, Norton Cuffey, Wilson Ebrand. All very, very good players on loan. Gustavo Hamer is the player that you can definitely sell on for a huge, huge fee. He's worth up to £15 million, which would be an absolute massive dub for your coffers if you're going to keep Coventry in the Championship and push them on towards the Premier League. The first season may be a bit of a struggle. It might be a mid-table finish, or you could push as high as playoffs, as they're trying to do in real life this season. But they've got great strikers in Victor. He's an absolute class, Swedish international, bags and bags of potential, high work rates, high aggression. He could be someone you could sell on as well for a huge, huge fee, up to £21 million for the striker. So there's a lot of money to rebuild this squad in if you do lose your key players. My last pick on this video is going to be Tottenham Hotspur. They're in all kinds of trouble in real life. They're going through an absolute turbulent time. But they do have one of the best grounds in England with a 62,000 capacity stadium. The new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is an absolutely world-class facility with 50,000 season ticket holders. They are currently, this season, you will start in the Champions League, and it will be a tough journey to bring Tottenham to where you think they should be. They've got an absolutely quality squad on paper, but you will need to rebuild this club from top to bottom. You will need a new goalkeeper to start with. Hugo Lloris is 35, Fraser Foster's 34, and both of them are not good enough to be playing at the top level of the Premier League. You've got some decent defenders in Christian Romero, who's very, very good. Japhet Tanganga has a lot of potential, but can you develop him into being a top-class centre-back? Emerson Royal and Pedro Porro are very good options at right back. Royal always develops on Football Manager. He's not very good in real life, but Football Manager seems to rate him. But you will need a left back. But you'll get one in the second season because you'll have Destiny Udogie, who's one of the best left backs on the game, second season. So you just have to stick with what you've got for the first season. Midfield needs a massive rebuild. You've got players like Basuma and Bentancur in there and Højbjerg, with players like Skip and Mate Sarr with quality as well. But can you bring in the quality that they need to push forward in the league, in the very competitive league of the Premier League? It's the forward line where you're going to need work. Harry Kane can't do it all by himself, and Son Heung-min will provide some goals for you in the first couple of seasons. But out on the right wing, you've got Kulusevski, who is very good, but you also need more quality out front because Richarlison will not do it for you. He's never very good on FM saves, and he never develops. So can you make Tottenham into a Premier League winning team, something they haven't done before? And can you win them a trophy for the first time in God knows how many years?